So, if my face looks a little weird, the camera is flipped. I don't know why it keeps doing that bullshit, but yeah, just ignore that, I guess. But as you guys already know, Battlefield Hardline got shut down like 2 or so days ago, and it leads to a huge problem that I have with these online multiplayer games. Um, Mainly just sports games or just multiplayer games in general. You'll notice that they're always doing this thing where it's like they shut the servers down and all that stuff. Like they shut the servers down, and you basically can't get the DLC. You can't play the online. You can't just all of that. And with Hardline, they've made it even worse because all you can play is the campaign. You can't like that's the only offline content there is, and that's the whole thing with just Battlefield is that not too many Battlefield games have offline bots or anything like that. I know 2042 had it. I think Bad Company 2 had it. I don't know. I could be wrong on that, but um, yeah, it's it's just a huge problem, and that's why I honestly think these games need bots. Is because there are so many DLCs or just anything like that that players like me are not going to be able to experience because the servers are down. Like it's the same thing with Battlefield 3. I didn't grow up with Battlefield 3. I didn't start playing Battlefield 3 until maybe like a month or two uh, before it shut down back in 2024. So I barely even got the full experience. I had fun with what I played. I can definitely see why people like it, but just didn't get the full experience. I didn't get to play none of the DLCs. I barely got to play any of the maps because most of them weren't populated enough to play them. But it's just things like that. It's just things like that to where it's like you shouldn't be shutting servers down like that. I mean, you're a multi-billion-dollar company and you can't keep the servers up. Like that makes no sense to me. And it's also with like achievements and um, just achievements and just that type of stuff in general. So like you're not going to be able to 100% this game. You're never going to be able to get those achievements. You're not going to be able to do none of that. So like it's a whole combination of things, which is why this is such bullshit and it's such a terrible like the whole point is EA's game preservation philosophy is a fucking joke. Okay, if something like if another franchise like Call of Duty were to do this, it wouldn't really matter because you have offline bots and just a ton of offline content to it sort of balances out. But with Battlefield, you're pretty much fucked. All you have is the campaign and that's it. Like Battlefield 3 on console, Xbox and PlayStation, there's there's literally no point in owning it unless you just want to see what the campaign is about. That's it. There's no offline content whatsoever. And you may say, okay, but these games are on PC. Why would you buy it? Well, no. I mean, you may say that these are on PC, so you can get it there. Yes, that is true, but most people are not gonna go to PC to buy it. Man, most people are not gonna do that. So yeah, it just really sucks. I hate when multiplayer games do this. I hate it, especially if like there's no offline content. And this is why Battlefield needs more offline content because so many of these DLCs and stuff are inaccessible, and so many of these players are never gonna get to experience it or 100% the game or nothing like that. So just just bullshit, man.